Because otherwise, if I don't seem to able to get enough high rolls at this point in time, I am seriously gonna be damned and screwed at the same time. Well, to be more specifically, if I was gonna able to avoid that happening space. And what I'm gonna do is that I need to go back onto the third island by simply utilizing the Bob Arms, and hopefully I should be able to actually steal a star from DK. Well, at least if I go to Boo as it is. So, let's have a look at the map. So I've got about 4 so far. I would have appreciated if I was gonna go land on the happening space right there, but I might land it on the blue space instead. So, yeah, I thought I might as well do that. Oh wait, but since the good thing I did manage to able to got 15 to begin with, so sometimes those little you know, trying to warp with the Bob Arms can sometimes lead you to a random item, random island sometimes, because most of the time though, that usually just happens most of the time. So anyways. Alright, once again, another 4-player minigame to play around with, so... Oh, son of a... Sneak and snore again. Since we did got ourselves a draw last time, so... I'm still hoping I can able to win this for sure. But still, this is without doubt is one of the hardest 4-player minigames of the entire game. Just saying that right now. Well, good thing that Wario and DK are both out. So it's now between me and Mario, so hopefully that should be the case. Oh, okay. Whew. Thankfully I've got very lucky right there. Especially noticeable that those 3 players are already out, so... Yeah, now finally win. But then again though, be prepared until when we get into the grand finale of this Let's Play at some point during December. Well, not just the actual boards, well, the main boards themselves, but to be more specifically, some side extras, so... Such as, of course, the minigame coaster, so... Hopefully we should be able to be focused on that at some point. Alright, so I think we've almost done with this particular board so far, so we can able to expect to see if what's about to be happening at this point, so... Well, it looks like DK is gonna utilize the actual Bob Arms to go to the different island. So, in this case, he's going on the same island as I do. I'm sorry for you if you actually noticed about the fact that with the lack of commentary sometimes, it's because I was a little bit too tired. Well, no one there is like extremely tired as the Phones About It does it on the past few months ago or something. But either way though, it's just a little bit of some sort of inconvenience of how some things managed to able to go. Alright, so Warrior's not gonna get anything on the item shop because he doesn't have enough coins for this point. So, anyway, 7. Have I got the bank? Yes, I do! Yay! 35 coins, to be exact. So I think I'm in the lead in terms of the coin star record right now, so everything should be pretty swell. Alright, so Dizzy Dancing. I think we've already played this before since the very beginning or something. So either way though, hopefully we should be able to actually do this no problem. Well, assuming if depending on the actual different directions you have to go through, so... Anyway. Few things I want to explain about this as well is the fact that obviously today's day is of course the 29th of November today in 2020. So in this case we've already got about 2 more days left according to this uploading schedule. 2 days left until it's December. In this case the final month of this stupid year. Well, not saying it's the worst year I've ever experienced, but it's incredibly bad at the same time. To be more specifically with, you know, you guys should know what I'm talking about, and especially noticeable that most toys has already mentioned about the specific stuff loads of times in the past, so I don't feel like trying to talk about it again, because it just gets a bit repetitive at one point, so... Okay, so Warrior gets a 9, the glorious 9 for the sake of numbers wise, and I should be able to actually meet up with Boo. Yes. Alright. Alright, let's go and still start from DK. After all, for that, luckiness is involved for him. For specifically the hidden block. And even especially noticeable, just keep on getting higher rolls every time during the forms of, you know, when the star is almost closer towards him. And also at the same time, it's just, well, he just got very lucky in general. Alright. Ah, for God's sake, lava tile owl again. Since we got a draw last time, so I'm really hoping I can win this as well. Even then though, that might be, seems to be the truth. But, even though it's kinda hard to explain. Alright, let's get this over with. And hopefully, we should be able to... Well, Mario's out already, so that's good. And, come on. Be out. It seems just weird about the fact that in terms of this minigame itself, that they always seem to stand off the edge for slight significance, and then as a result, they just keep on getting very lucky there. Oh, come on. Come on, Wario. Be out. Go on! Oh, nice! Now I finally win that minigame after about when the timer hits 0. Oh man, finally I need to win that minigame. Even though I seem to win this minigame just once though, mind you. But that's okay all in all, especially after the event of countless amount of like, you know, draws or anything like that. Thankfully, I got for what I've deserved, so... Okay, so DK, he's not gonna get that star space, because in addition to not having him, you know, not enough coins for him, but also he landed on a happening space, and that way he goes back to the first island as he goes. And Wario, on the other hand, he's gonna purchase the... Oh, he's not gonna go anything. At first I thought he was gonna go out or trying to purchase the skeleton key to able to escape this island, but apparently he doesn't seem to want to. That seems a little bit odd. But anyways, time for me to get another item. I was really hoping I can get myself my magic lamp at this point, but basically that if you manage to utilize the magic lamp, basically you'll summon the actual mushroom genie, and that way it'll take you to the star immediately. So yeah, I just want to classify that, especially noticeable if you ever played Mario Party 4 before, and especially noticeable with Mario Party 3. So, but instead I've got myself a golden mushroom again, so yeah, that's how it goes for me. And hopefully, if I get enough good rolls on that part, then I should be able to actually just catch up. Even though I'm probably not going to use my golden mushroom just yet though, actually I'll get into more on that later, because we have another new minigame, Shy Guy Says. The Shy Guy will raise a flag, so just raise the same color flag. It's simple, right? The game continues until the only one remains. So basically we have another Mario Party 1 minigame returning here, except the fact that, well, I have to admit though right away, is that I'm not a big fan of this particular version of Shy Guy Says, because it got significantly worse due to the ridiculous timing in this version. Like, to be more specifically, in addition to, like, not only do you have to be patient with this, but take a close look on screen, is the fact that you've noticed there's a Lakitu scrolling around in the screen. And what that Lakitu will be represented for? Like some sort of like a timer. Meaning about the fact that if you're too slow while the Lakitu flies off screen, and because of that though, you're probably going to lose that. And also, that Shy Guy really loves to trick you this time around, as opposed to the ones in Mario Party 1. Like, normally in Mario Party 1, that is very simple and self-explanatory, but in this game, you have to be super patient with, not only in terms of the Lakitu cloud timing kind of limit, but it's also the fact that you have to, like, specifically trying to be fast, or to be more specifically, you have to wait until when Shy Guy raises the flag for a certain amount of time. So yeah, that is definitely one of the hardest variations of, or one of the hardest versions of Shy Guy Says for sure. But I'm very glad that particular version wasn't on the top 100s to begin with, in my honest opinion, because, well, again, that particular minigame is one of the hardest in terms of Shy Guy Says variations, so... But I digress. Alright, so it looks like DK is gonna go for a 5. So in this case... Oh, he only gets like 5 coins, so I'm fine with that. Jeez, looks like he just got very lucky for DK in terms of, you know, landing on the bank space. Because compared to Wario right there, he might have himself a hard time just trying to able to hop onto the next island or whatever. So anyways, let's see what for Bowser right here. Please don't be a Bowser Revolution. Thank goodness for that, because he managed to able to choose Star Steel and he runs off like so. Despite the fact that Wario doesn't have a star yet, so... But God knows until when the bonus stars come in, so... Actually, I'm also able to use my golden mushroom for the sake of, like... Well, I'm also able to steal another star if, depending on the forms of certain stimulations, so... 9, 7, and 5, so I think that's an alright number. 21. And of course, I'm also able to give Koopa 5 coins, so... Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I'm also still a star from DK, because he's been some sort of a lucky kind of monkey head he is right now. So I'm also able to go for that. Alright, I don't think I can able to actually use that as it is for this point, but... Oh, I got a bank again, but I can able to get my 5 coins back. So, that's good to know. And I think I'm also able to steal something from Boo again until the next turn. Alright, Dungeon Dash. I think we've already played this before since Journey Forms of Western Land, so as a result, yeah, there's not much else to write home about. But at least luckily I can able to team up with Wario this time after when he's been through for the majority of this board so far. And just feel like trying to able to team up with him after all. Oh jeez, that was close. Especially that we don't want to get ourselves burned for that fireball or even that Flutterboo, whatever you want to call it. I'm not exactly 100% sure. So it looks like we're not doing so bad. At least as far as with my N64 controller still managed to work. It doesn't do a drifting luckily, so even then though, because of that though, I'm still very glad that most of these minigames when it comes to like in Mario Party 2, you know, as I said this before, thankfully it is not involved around, you know, rotating the control stick every single time miraculously and stuff like that. So because of that though, I'm very glad the minigame selection has changed significantly, so... Anyway, so I'm in first, DK was in second, Mario was in third, and, well, unfortunately for Wario, he was in fourth. So, well, this time we actually got ourselves a red Koopa Troopa this time, so huzzah for that one. And he able to give Mario 10 coins, so... Yeah, we're almost done with the, well, Mystery Land. And then after that, we can move on to... Honestly, most people find the next board to be their fan-favorite board in the whole game. Clearly it's because of the actual concept is so unique. And then, we'll discuss more about that and doing at some point on, the first weekend in terms of December-wise. So, that seems kind of obvious to know. So it looks like DK is gonna hop onto that particular... Bob-Bomb's little UFO kind of scenario again. And this time he goes onto a very rare 5th island. And basically he'll be stuck in there unless if he got very lucky to escape by that happening space. I think, depending on what happening spaces you might able to hop on into, I think it's all predetermined by random, depending on what islands you go to, so... Yeah, I guess that's all about it. And of course, much like any forms of in Warriors Battle Canyon from Mario Party 1 or something like that, one of the islands does manage to contain huge emphasis on, let's just say, some red spaces and some exceptions. So, anyways, let's go and steal some coins from Mario because he got the most out of it so far. Well, usually I'm still in the coin star lead at the moment, so I should be okay with this. And it looks like I'm doing not too shabby for the most part, and I certainly will guarantee to able to win this time around though, compared to back in 2015, despite it's no longer in our channel anymore. So I'm really hoping I can able to win this for sure. Even though some people seem to don't win this that often, because, you know, relatively speaking, because it's all, you know, random and luck due to dice rolls you have to be specific on. So, but either way though, I should be able to classify that. Okay, so we're going to do bombs away again, since I managed to, well, we managed to get a draw last time, so I'm hoping I can able to win this time. So, it looks like DK's out, Wario is out, and just me and Mario. Or maybe imagine if we do somehow win together, that would have been appreciated, but I have no idea. It's just that sometimes I never know exactly what the computer player's pattern is sometimes. Oh gosh, here comes the grand finale portion. Hopefully we're not gonna get a draw. We're definitely not gonna get a draw. Thank the Lord. Whew. That was intense right there. Even though Mario got knocked out completely, so I guess that makes it obvious. Okay, so we're on to the last 4 turns already, so let's see how this goes basically for the majority of the board. And it looks like he might able to land on a happening space and he will able to duel against with me. Even though he kind of missed out on that boost stealing system, so... Anyways, time for a duel minigame in terms of Mystery Land. Although first off, he needs to bet on some coins of how much coins he will bet. And he bets on... Jeez Louise, Mario! Anyway, Psychic Safari. Press the A and B buttons alternatively to psychedelically power up your ancient relic. Whoever powers up his or her relic the most in 5 seconds wins. So basically it's like some sort of like a button masher or something like that, so here we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep on doing that. It's quite easy to do with the fingers and stuff. I think Mario somehow usually got messed up right there. But yeah, I did manage to win. Yeah, he just managed to almost wasted all of his coins, like 44 coins he's practically wasted. Jeez, I felt incredibly like, wow, I wouldn't say that much, but I have no idea. I just get a little bit sidetracked at this point, so... Okay, so it looks like DK is gonna steal something from me, I would have mentioned, so I guess that makes it pretty obvious of what he's about to be going for. Because obviously I'm still in first place right now due to that particular 2-star steals from DK. I'm guessing it's probably because of that massive payback. And sure enough, he got 20 coins, so I'm gonna be okay with that. Oh well, no big deal. At least no hidden blocks or anything like that. Unlike in the certain turns I know. So meanwhile, for Wario, he's gonna use his mushrooms, so because he just wanted to get out of this island as soon as possible, but somehow he ended up getting 8 and 1 makes 9. Even though that he will practically gonna be stuck in there for a while. So anyways, let's see if I can get a good roll here. Ah, that was miserable. At least I deserve that. Anyway. Shark Drop or Roll. I think this is another one of those new minigames we might able to play. Which I'm presuming so, that is anyway. So, throw the lever to spin the power turbulent. Stop your rivals in their tracks and roll them all off. So this minigame is kind of like a similar minigame as you remember for our Let's Play of Mario Party DS, that it feels kind of similar except with a different control styles. Mainly on the Mario Party DS in one of those minigames you utilize the stylus, whilst in this, basically you play with the controller. So basically the team of 3 needs to survive and the one player needs to pull up a lever. Like, pull the lever, Crunk! And... oh, come on, DK, please be out. I know you're definitely a little bit more of an aggressive player, but hey. At least I did got you out in the end. Some people might seem to say that this minigame can be a little bit unfair, but regardless of such though, I honestly don't mind about it. It's just that whenever we get onto minigame coaster at some point, I'll pretty much gonna talk more about it until whenever we get into that. Seriously, there's a lot of happening spaces on that island over there. Specifically, like, well, usually it has like some of them, mind you, but I have no idea what I'm trying to explain about that. Anyway, so let's see what Mario's gonna get in terms of what items he might go for. And it looks like so far he come across into 2 rare items, which there are obviously Bowser suit as well as the magic lamp. So I don't know what item he's going for. And somehow he missed. So unfortunately we can't show off the Bowser suit or, well, usually we've already seen a Bowser suit ever since in Western Land, but unfortunately we didn't see the magic lamp in action so far, so it's kind of a shame really, because unlike in Mario Party 3 and Mario Party 4, that particular item of the magic lamp is super common, because usually, relatively speaking, it's the fact that they always pop up, but in the forms of this game, it's actually really rare. And it looks like about time for Wario because he now hops onto the 3rd island, so... Alright, please don't get it too. Okay, thank you. Although, I might as well take a happening space, so unfortunately I seem to miss that star, so... I might as well show this off actually. If you manage to cast the actual curse, and by the way, as I said this before, you need to pay like 5 coins in order to be able to set the curse on some players, and then basically what happens is the fact that, obviously, until the next turn, Mario will get himself being cursed, and you'll get 1 to 3 dice block. So, usually, as far as I'm aware, it's like a prequel to, let's just say, a cursed mushroom from Mario Party 3. Well, until when Sonic will mention more about it, until when he gets onto Mario Party 3. Anyway, hot rope jump again, so hopefully we should be able to actually just win this, so... Sorry, I just have to concentrate for this point, guys. It's just that, usually, if I was able to concentrate on something, sometimes I always attempt to do that, so... Anyway. Alright, so it looks like so far so good anyway. Now we're on to the 10th jump, and... hopefully it should be more continuous than ever before. Alright, so... oh boy. Oh! Okay. Oh! Oh yeah, something's worth mentioning for this point as well, that, usually for our finale parts, in terms of our Mario Kart Double Dash Let's Play, seems that our views counter is actually still increasing upwards, which I will say, this is probably because of how the fact that, well, it might be hard to explain, because, well, it has been a while since we actually played Mario Kart Double Dash, ever since during, I would say by the end of that particular October month or something, I don't know. And looks like Mario's gonna, well, participate in the item minigame again. Except now that the Bowser suit still exists, but for Magic Lamp-wise, it still exists as well. So we might able to get an extra chance to able to actually see the actual Magic Lamp in action, well, depending on the forms of how good the computer players can be in terms of timing skills or what have you. So in this case, he's probably gonna go after, oh boy, a dueling glove. Okay. What that dueling glove can do, one thing I totally forgot to show you guys about this ever since in Spaceland. Basically, this item will allows you to able to duel someone, so, and you can able to actually pick what players you're gonna be able to duel against, so... yeah, that's how that item goes, and that's all I can really say about this, so... Alright, so Wario's gonna able to actually steal something from me, I would imagine. So, yeah, it surely has to be. Alright, time to do mashing buttons again. God, my fingers are actually getting tired. Even though, thankfully, until Mario Party 3, that it does the exact same thing, even though except the fact that we get ourselves the very useful item if you don't get to able to actually take your coins away, or even the stars away as a matter of fact. Which, then again, Sonic will able to mention more about that until when it gets to Mario Party 3. And hey, look at that, I've managed to get 15 coins, so how's that for that? At least I've got myself 15 coins, except 5 remaining, so... Magnet Carter, another new minigame we can play through, so... And, well, we can able to actually gather even more coins, so... Using the magnets on the front of your car, try to grab all the coins and chests, and carry them over to your team's hull. The controls-wise is very similar to bumper balloon cars, except the fact that, well, rather than popping someone else's balloons, instead we need to able to take your coins, including a coin bag, and even a chest as a matter of fact, to your team's hull. So, I was gonna able to save the chest for last, but I think DK or a teammate for DK, oh jeez, it takes a while to get used to with the controls in this sometimes. No, this chest is mine! No, DK, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to be in my team. But anyway, we got about 23 coins. And I think you're able to get 1 coin, like if you get a regular coin, you obviously get 1. And if you get the coin bag, you get like 5. And then if you get the chest, you get 10 coins. So, that's the only thing I can able to actually think about that. Alright, the final turn in Mystery Land. Obviously, Mario's gonna use the actual dueling glove. And obviously, he's gonna duel against me, so... In fact, one thing is actually kind of cool in terms of Mystery Land, as far as if you look on the map. Basically, there's actually Princess Peach's castle in the background, which, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to show you guys about this, because I just got a bit distracted by the forms of, not much discussions to mention, and also some board features, mainly with specifically, you know, you have to utilize the happening spaces all the time if you really want to warp to someplace else, to another island or something, so... Well, give you enough though, Mario. Goodbye to most of your coins, which, seemingly to say that you're probably not gonna get the star. So, because I'm an excellent button masher. But regardless, you got the happening space, so... Thank God he's not gonna duel with me again. And let's see what DK is gonna do for his last turn, and since the item minigames is no longer present in the last turn, so yeah, that makes it clearly obvious. Alright, my last roll, let's see, 7. Lucky 7 indeed. I would have appreciated if I was gonna land on that item space down there, but I think I should probably go ahead and just take a warp to the third island, and because of this though, I might able to land on a happening space. Well, assuming if I was gonna able to catch up, or do I? Yes, I did. Assuming if most of these computer players keep on landing on those happening spaces in the most of the actual past few turns. But at least it's something is usually that we always have to come across into the most in this board. Alright, final minigame here, Titan Pole Pound. We've already seen this before, so we still have not played Abandoned Ship, surprisingly. Which, because of that though, spoiler warning for those of you who have not seen Abandoned Ship minigame. Basically, it's like a, well, skateboard skin but vertical cousin. So, because you see why, it's whenever we're able to see that minigame, so... But anyway, let's go ahead and just, you know, just keep on jumping higher up and keep on ground pounding and such. So, yeah, I suppose another thing I should probably explain about this too is that I think we've only got about, well, lesser than 2 months or something like that, or specifically lesser than 3 months left, until specifically our channel is going to be on until the 10-year anniversary at some point in 16th of February 2021. So I'm really looking forward to see what's going to be up next for our channels wise. So anyway, so I got 3 stars so far, so it looks like so far so good, and I got the most coins. So Time for bonus stars. Minigame star, pretty obvious, I'm the king. I'm the king of the minigames. Well, some exceptions, mind you. Coin star goes to me, obviously, because I got overloaded with all these coins in mind. And as for happening star though, this could be pretty tricky though. And it turns out it's Mario. Huh. So much for a comeback from that Duel minigame that he lost twice. By the likes of me anyway. And let's see the last results, and oh, looks like there's a golden statue. It's on this way. I wonder what's in that particular golden statue for this point anyway. But it looks like they're gonna have to solve a riddle. And it looks like there was yeah. And he's gonna question a cow. Nah, that's totally incorrect. I suppose I should probably talk about this little scene for that epilogue. In my honest opinion, this is the stupidest scene from the whole Mario Party 2 epilogues. It makes literally no sense to me. You have to solve the riddle, and you solve it, Bowser just falls down the random hole. See though, where did that hole even come from? It was like a blue fork text, like it wasn't there. That just makes no sense to me. But oh well. So it looks like the Bob-omb has now been freed by that particular golden statue riddle. And basically, well, he goes all the way back home. And I think that's where the UFO actually takes place into. I have no idea. It has been a long time since I actually played this board. Since 5 years ago or something. But yes, my 4th victory in terms of Mario Party 2. And I'm very glad I managed to win on that particular luck-based random board. But usually, because most people seem to always get screwed over by happening stars or something like that, so... Anyways, detailed results. I definitely got this, 214. Definitely got this. And in terms of happening spaces, oh, it was literally that close between Mario and DK. Like, DK lost by 1. And Mario got the most, like he got 8. 1 chance time somehow, but usually because DK sometimes screwed me up. But either way, I might as well take it, I suppose. So anyways, 4 boards are done and only 2 boards to go. So in this case, I think we should probably end things off here. So join me next weekend for more of Let's Play of Mario Party 2. It's the fact that we're going to be taking on the forms of probably my favorite board in the whole entire game, which appears to be Horrorland. And I'm sure most fans will recognize that as well. So I'll see you guys until next weekend on next Saturday. Later, fellas.